up guys, I'm Kevin from Dead Silence Reviews. So on Saturday night we visited Pennhurst Asylum located in Spring City, Pennsylvania. It's about 45 minutes out of Philly. So if you're going to be visiting there, please stop at Wawa's right off on Main Street in Royersford. And they have discount flyers there for $5 off the admission. So let's start. It was opening weekend at Pennhurst. The drive there was long. 3 hours to get there. We stopped, made a few pit stops, and I'm taking us 5 hours. When you get off the highway, you go on this dark road, and it's just pitch black. That part is spooky. You're like, wow, it's gonna be great. It's gonna be great. Now, when you finally get to Pennhurst, you're going off-road and to grab onto dirt, and it's just scary. And this is like awesome. And we're just like, oh man, it's gonna be so cool. It's gonna be so cool. We park our cars. You have to walk in a path like in the forest that leads you inside of Pennhurst. Now it's just dark. It's really actually dark. There's a few lights every here and there, and security guard here and there, so you know where to go. But it's a spooky walk. Underneath some like tunnel thing, and it's just like, I don't know, cause it was just crazy. So, you know, that was a nice walk. It gave you a nice, good feeling, a nice vibe. So let me tell you, the price of the admission is $40 for all 4 attractions, but if you have the discount flyer, it comes to $35 plus tax, which is $37. Now for 4 attractions, that's not bad. It's actually a pretty good price because there's some places that will charge you $35, $30, even $25 and $20 for 1 attraction, so it's not bad. The price is good. Let's start off by, there's a lot of hype about Pennhurst. How Pennhurst is so crazy, Pennhurst is good, Pennhurst is haunted, Pennhurst this, Pennhurst that. In reality, all but 7 of the people, and 3 of them were about between 13 to 15. So some of them were young, and they were just like, oh wow, this was really not that great. It was disappointing. So we just didn't really enjoy it too much. The facility has a nice spooky vibe. There's a few actors inside of the facility just walking around, that was pretty cool. And the vibe is just really spooky. And it's like has a lot of potential. A lot of potential can be done with the inside of Pennhurst. So the 4 attractions that were open were Dungeon of Lost Souls, Pennhurst Asylum, Ghost Hunt, and Tunnel of Terror. So let's start off with Dungeon of Lost Souls. Dungeon of Lost Souls, everything was on point, on theme, and everything was going accordingly. The setup was very nice, and it was like a good theme. It was actually like pretty set up. It was nice. The duration was about 10 minutes long, and it felt like 10 to 15 minutes long. There was a few props. I'm not a big fan of props, but the props that they used were actually good props, and it was nothing bad. For it being unique, the unique part about it is that it is Pennhurst, and it's inside a real haunted building, a real place. That's what's unique about the dungeon and unique about the whole entire place. But there was no bang. No one actually came out and tried and scared us well, that we got scared. They were all hiding in obvious spots, and we basically can point them out at where they were hiding. Disappointing. We didn't get scared. For the actors, their makeup was good. They looked like they were spirits. They looked like ghosts. And the few people that weren't ghosts, like some of the people who were cleaning up the dungeon and stuff like that, and like security guard, I think it was, something like that. And they had some improv, and they were well, and trying to make you hyped and to get scared. They tried to build up some type of suspense as you go along through the house, but the suspense, it wasn't working. They weren't, like, it's like, how can I describe it? They weren't at the full potential where it could have been, and they just weren't doing well to actually get us scared. So it wasn't that scary, but it was, whatever. So next was Pennhurst. With Pennhurst, once again, Pennhurst, everything was on point, on cue, on theme. Everything was so good. It was set up so nicely. And the thing I like about the place was when you walk in, it's a museum and it tells you a bunch of pictures from Pennhurst when they first opened up. To the facility, how it looked on the outside, how the inside was, show you the dining room, the kitchen, and just a bunch of other stuff. And that was cool. I like that. We learned a little bit about Pennhurst. So the duration was about, again, like 10 minutes long. And as you're waiting online for the Pennhurst Asylum, there's a guy, he's breathing fire out. So it's entertainment. So I enjoyed the entertainment part of the Pennhurst. But once again, there was no bang. It was not scary. We did not find it scary. It was like your typical cliche asylum that you would see anywhere else. For the actors, there was the pop-out actors who will come and scare you, and there was the guys who will do improv with you. And I do enjoy both, but they really weren't scary still. Some of them were wearing makeup, and some of them looked like regular people just wearing a doctor's outfit or a costume. So, that's what I have to say about that. It was kind of cliche, and I can see anywhere else. They should have, like, fixed it up a little bit and make it scarier. Ghost Hunt. Ghost Hunt, there's a lot of hype about Ghost Hunt because it's really unique. There's no actors, there's no one there to scare you. You have to go with, like, your group with one flashlight, pitch black, in the most haunted building in the whole entire facility. My and friends, we were all like, "Oh, it's gonna be great! It's gonna be great." So let's start off with this. We asked to see if we can split up our groups to four and four, and they're like, no. So we're like, all right, fine, whatever. So we all went and basically tell you the rules, and you go. Then a few seconds later, there's another group behind us, and this is like groups coming in, like they don't even care, like they don't give you a few minutes to wait until you're like halfway in or like a quarter of the way in. It's you're in, next one's in. So it's a bunch of flashlights that were kind of illuminating the place to begin with. It really looked like a museum in the dark. So let's just say that if there are any spirits, any activity there, they're not going to come out and there's a bunch of people inside there. And I know a lot of the times that sometimes if you don't believe in spirits, but your mind does play tricks on you. So in order for you to think there's something there, you have to feel like you're gonna be scared, to feel like you're not alone. But you being with 8 other people plus another group behind you is not gonna make you get scared. You should have maybe 2, 3, 4 people at most with you, and 4 is pushing it, so you can feel scared. You can think you see something, but in reality, it's just a museum in the dark. So we caught something on my camera. It was like a dead line in the middle, and the picture was shipped over. So you're gonna check those out with a bunch of the police from Ghost Hunt, and here it is.